The best soccer players on earth are some of the wealthiest athletes. The players who play for big European clubs make more in a week than many people earn in a year. At the 2018 World Cup in Russia, all of the world's soccer stars are in one place and playing for their countries for a price. New research detailing club contracts and players' market value revealed the 10 most valuable teams at the 2018 World Cup. The stars from one soccer-loving country, number 8, are earning a whopping $1 billion, but they still fall short of the surprising team that tops the list at no. 1.10. Croatia.Total contract value, $367 million. Highest paid player, Ivan Rakitic. We start our journey along the Adriatic coast in Croatia. Captain and midfielder Luka Modric is the more recognizable name, but according to Transfermarkt, Ivan Rakitic's Zenit Barcelona contract is the most valuable on the team. 9. Uruguay.Total contract value, $380 million. Highest paid player, Luis Suarez. With only about 3 million people, Uruguay is one of the least populous countries in the field, but it's also one of the most valuable teams at the 2018 World Cup. Luis Suarez's huge Barcelona payday is the largest for Uruguay, though Edinson Cavani, Jose Gimenez, and Diego Godin are well paid too. 8. Portugal.Total contract value, $474 million. Highest paid player, Cristiano Ronaldo. When you have an international superstar such as Cristiano Ronaldo making more than $60 million a year in salary, you knew Portugal would show up among the most valuable teams at the 2018 World Cup. Ronaldo and Bernardo Silva have large contracts, but the rest of the team is well behind that pair when it comes to salary. 7. Argentina.Total contract value, $707 million. Highest paid player, Lionel Messi. You can't mention well-paid soccer superstars and not mention Lionel Messi. He's still active, yet he's one of the richest athletes of all time. Messi and teammates Paulo Dybala, Sergio Aguero, and Gonzalo Higuain are all worth a ton of money on the open market, according to Transfermarkt, which is why Argentina is one of the most valuable teams at the 2018 World Cup. 6. Belgium.Total contract value, $770 million. Highest paid player, Kevin De Bruyne. Do you want to know why tiny Belgium makes the cut as one of the most valuable teams at the 2018 World Cup? It's because of Kevin De Bruyne, Eden Hazard, and Romelu Lukaku. That trio play for Manchester City, Chelsea, and Manchester United, respectively, in the English Premier League. Those 3 clubs are among the most valuable in the world, and they pay their stars accordingly. 5. England.Total contract value, $892 million. Highest paid player, Harry Kane. England hasn't won a World Cup since hosting the tournament in 1966, but the drought isn't impacting how much the team stars make from their club teams. Buoyed by Harry Kane's huge new contract from Tottenham, England is one of the most valuable teams in the World Cup. 4. Germany.Total contract value, $901 million. Highest paid player, Toni Kroos. We've encountered high-paid stars such as Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Kevin De Bruyne, and Harry Kane so far, and while Germany has its share of stars, it's the slew of mid-sized contracts that put it on the list. Toni Kroos earns about $94 million from Real Madrid, but Mats Hummels, Thomas Muller, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, and Timo Werner all make about the same amount from their respective clubs. 3. Brazil.Total contract value, $1 billion. Highest paid player, Neymar. Brazilian superstar Neymar is usually mentioned in the same breath with Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi when discussing the best soccer players in the world. He's paid like it too. Thanks to Neymar's massive contract from Paris Saint-Germain, Brazil is worth about $1 billion and is one of the most valuable teams in the 2018 World Cup. 2. Spain.Total contract value, $1.06 billion. Highest paid player, Sergio Busquets. Spain's roster might not have the same kind of name recognition as the other teams on this list, but almost every player is swimming in money. Sergio Busquets earns a very nice living playing for Barcelona, but 9 other players on the team join him making more than $60 million. 1. France.Total contract value, $1.1 billion. Highest paid player, Kylian Mbappé. If you didn't know it before, you know it now. France tops the list of the most valuable teams at the 2018 World Cup. Its top players play for the biggest clubs all over Europe, and nearly all of them earn healthy paychecks for their efforts. Which US cities will host the 2026 World Cup? It might seem like an eternity, but 2026 will arrive in just 8 short years. Many soccer fans are already making plans for the World Cup games in North America. The matches are set to take place in Canada, Mexico, and the United States. FIFA officials will choose 10 U.S. host cities from among 17 contenders. The tournament will feature 48 teams playing 80 games in all. The United States will host 60 matches, with Canada and Mexico splitting the other 20. MetLife Stadium, home to the New York Jets and New York Giants, will host the final match. U.S. contender cities. Here are the U.S. cities and their venues that may host the 2026 World Cup. 10 will be selected in all. Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Capacity, 71,000. Baltimore, M&T Bank Stadium. Capacity, 71,006. Boston, Gillette Stadium. Capacity, 65,878, expandable to 70,000. Cincinnati, Paul Brown Stadium. Capacity, 65,515, expandable to 67,402. Dallas, AT&T Stadium. Capacity, 80,000. Denver, Sports Authority Field at Mile High Stadium. Capacity, 76,125, expandable to 77,595. Houston, NRG Stadium. Capacity, 71,795, expandable to 72,220. Kansas City, Arrowhead Stadium. Capacity, 76,416. Los Angeles, Rose Bowl Stadium. Capacity, 92,000. Miami, Hard Rock Stadium. Capacity, 64,767, expandable to 67,518. Nashville, Nissan Stadium. Capacity, 69,143, expandable to 75,000. New York, New Jersey, MetLife Stadium. Capacity, 82,500, expandable to 87,157. Orlando, Camping World Stadium. Capacity, 60,219, expandable to 65,000. Philadelphia, Lincoln Financial Field. Capacity, 69,176, expandable to 69,328. San Francisco, Levi's Stadium. Capacity, 68,500, expandable to 75,000. Seattle, CenturyLink Field. Capacity, 69,000, expandable to 72,000. Washington, D.C., capacity, 82,000. Some speculate the top U.S. contender cities are New York, Los Angeles, Boston, and Dallas. Positive factors include the stadium size, amenities such as retractable roofs, and prior experience hosting international games. Trump helped secure the bid. Any reason Boston is a frontrunner is Patriots owner Robert Kraft, owner of Gillette Stadium, was the North American bid's honorary chairman. He persuaded the Trump administration to support the bid and provide the FIFA-required federal assurances. Thank you for all of the compliments on getting the World Cup to come to the U.S. 8. Mexico and Canada. President Donald Trump tweeted on June 15, 2018. "I worked hard on this, along with a great team of talented people. We never fail, and it will be a great World Cup. A special thanks to Bob Kraft for excellent advice." Will a U.S. team even participate? While the United States played in 2014's World Cup, it didn't qualify for the 2018 tournament. Will it even compete when it hosts the 2026 games? Arguments have been made for host countries to automatically qualify. After all, FIFA would stand to make more money if all three countries hosting the 2026 games actually participate in them. As for the other two host countries, Mexico as a country is passionate about soccer and has hosted two previous World Cups. It defeated defending champion Germany in its first game of the 2018 World Cup. Canada, on the other hand, has only qualified for one World Cup tournament in its history. It placed last among the 24 qualifying teams in 1986. Below are the host cities in Mexico and Canada, where 20 World Cup games will be held in all. Mexico cities to host World Cup games. Guadalajara, Estadio Akron. Capacity, 46,232, expandable to 48,071. Mexico City, Estadio Azteca. Capacity, 87,523. Monterrey, Estadio BBVA Bancomer. Capacity, 53,500. Canada cities to host the World Cup games. Edmonton, Commonwealth Stadium. Capacity, 56,302. Montreal, Olympic Stadium. Capacity, 61,004, expandable to 73,000. Toronto, BMO Field. Capacity, 30,000, expandable to 45,500. One more World Cup tournament will be held prior to the 2026 games. In 2022, Qatar is set to host the tournament. The cash-flush Middle Eastern country is constructing a brand new city named Lusail for the event. The multi-billion-dollar construction project is underway in the desert and is known as Qatar's Future City.